Now I'm afraid.
Oh, wait. All right, I think we're live.
I hope we're live.
I hope we're live.
We're live.
Good
you
morning,
hear us?
Beth. Can you hear us, Beth?
Good morning, Rogersville. This is the morning waffle, not dollars and cents.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, and it's forgot to change the title on Restream ?
Yep, he knows what we did.
No.
No, we didn't forget at all.
We didn't forget. We just didn't know how to do it.
We didn't want to do it.
We're like, we're not going to do that.
I ain't doing it.
We're not going to do that because we know what we're doing.
We know we're the waffle.
We are the waffle this morning. It is. What a beautiful day in the Ozarks
It is
today.
a beautiful day.
It is gorgeous.
I tell you what.
And honestly,
Driving in.
it's summer, right? It's gotten hot, but I was sitting out here at Jamestown yesterday in my office thinking there's a table outside my office on the sidewalk.
Might as well enjoy it.
And I did. I went out there and worked there for
partake.
the last, and it was, the breeze was actually cool in the shade.
Yeah, it was nice.
It was fantastic.
I don't like my phone right now.
How was the, I didn't get to go to the 5K the other night. How was the weather for the 5K?
I mean, it was probably the hottest one we've had by a couple of degrees, but really, thankfully, it wasn't Friday night when the monsoon came through around that time.
That was amazing.
That was.
I think, did we get 2 inches of rain here or was that other places?
All I know is we were coming, but we went to Big Shot Golf in
how was that?
Springfield.
Oh, tell me later.
It was
Go
a
ahead.
ton
We'll
of
talk
fun.
about
We
the
went-
weather first.
We went to Big Shot Golf, and then we were on our way home, and we had to get gas in the car, so I pull up here to the gas station, and
What
I mean,
place?
it hit like with a ferocity.
Mm-hmm.
And then we were driving back out White Oak, and the roads were already flooded over, so we were having to take like back roads and get around so we could get out to the house. It was crazy.
Insane. Yeah, that was as heavy a rain as I've seen in quite some time.
It poured. But
Because that would have been around the same time
yes,
as the 5K.
it literally would have, like we were doing packet pickup Friday night, and we saw the clouds kind of building to the north, and we're like, well, we're finishing up at 7. And then, yes, it would have been smack dab in the middle of the probably second lap of the course.
Wow.
And I would have preferred that had I been running. Laura knows my thing about running at night.
Yes, very well. You have said this several times. But it really went wonderful. I'm always so like obsessive about things. At the end of the night, I'm like, man, we should have done this and we should have done that. And the next morning I woke up and I'm like, I messaged the Rogersville Friends of the Park group and I'm like, we pulled off a crazy event, you guys. Like we did it. We should be really happy about it.
It was, and I'll tell you, I went as a spectator, got my T-shirt,
Yes.
got my spectator pass. It was fantastic. And good job, Keaton the kid. Keaton the kid won the race.
K-ROG crew was super represented there.
I would have, there we go, almost 2.5 inches.
2.5
Keaton won,
inches.
and then Barry's son Dexton got second.
Nice.
Yeah.
Dexton's he's a machine.
And,
Barry-
he decided to run like an hour before the race, I think.
5 minutes before, because Barry messaged me. He's like, "Can we still register?" And this was like 7 o'clock, and I'm like, "If you get here by 7:20," and boom, they appeared. So it was awesome.
That's why Will's not here this morning.
It's a flooded basement.
His basement flooded, and he's swimming this morning.
He's swimming
Laps in the basement. Yeah.
Well, we don't know where the logo is behind the screen. It disappeared
It disappeared.
It's on there still. We just unplugged it.
because we didn't like it because it made weird noises.
Yeah, we hated it.
It has nothing to do with our technological
Inabilities.
not knowing or listening to you sometimes.
No, we know what happened. Will knew he wasn't going to be here, so he came in the studio, hijacked everything so that he would make it appear that we need him here.
Yeah.
Will, we don't need you, man. We've got this.
Will, we need you. I missed your smell.
Yeah,
Your smell.
gross.
I'm glad I sit on this side.
Yes, we miss Will. We hope things are going smoothly this morning.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah, I'm not going to share why Will's not here because I don't know if everybody wants that shared or not. But I hope everything goes nice and smooth.
I'm sure it'll be great.
It'll be good. Good.
So you went to the new golf place
Yeah, Big
in
Shot
Springfield
Golf.
off Kearney.
That was fun. It was
I've heard
expensive.
it's nice.
It's
Yeah.
expensive. It was expensive, but it was a good time.
So did you eat and like that's the whole deal, right? Like it's
You can
it's
eat
dinner. It's
they have
golf.
drinks. They have all those little games that you can play on there, which I won 3 of the 5.
Nice.
Yeah.
Against your family or against
Yeah.
all the
yeah,
people
yeah.
there?
Yeah. Michelle.
Are you like seriously?
Michelle
are
is
you
a
competing
monster,
against
though.
all the people that
Yeah,
are
no.
there? No.
Michelle was a monster.
Michelle is a monster though on the driver. That girl. She
Oh, I
can-
thought she got like mad. I was
No,
like, she got
she-
mad. I can't see Michelle getting mad at
She-
Top Golf.
It's golf. Everybody
Michelle
gets mad
is
at
a very
golf.
process-oriented swinger, so she has like all those little. I'm not. I'm like I rear back and I hit the ball, and
Like a man.
75% of the time it goes straight, but 25% of the time it goes
Is
either left or right.
real
See,
bad.
for me, 75% of the time the ball's still sitting on the tee. I'm a horrible golfer.
Are you really?
Oh, I'm bad.
Yes.
I've played about 10 rounds in my life.
Oh, that's awesome.
Our youngest Cecilia, this was the first time she ever hit a golf ball, so but she has very high expectations of herself, and
I love that girl. That's me. I never played the game, but I still feel like I'm an athlete. I ought to be able to hit this thing.
she was about to break her golf club over her knee a couple times because I think it was very frustrating.
It's so frustrating, golf. I played golf. I started probably when I was 10. And then my freshman year of high school, I played on the golf team because I was the only girl. There was no girls' golf team because I did cheerleading the other time. And so that seasons didn't work on varsity cheer, so I only got to play my freshman year. It was fun. I loved it. I loved playing golf.
My grandpa gave me a 7-iron when I was like, I don't know, 8 or 9 years old. And that's what I learned how to play on.
I had a funny vision of your waffle caricature
With a 7
with
iron.
a 7-iron. It was like
A waffle iron and a 7 iron.
Oh, hey, yeah. Call it my waffle iron.
gobble my waffle iron.
Hey, Larry Lister. What's up?
He came by to visit.
He
Larry's
saw that we
so
had
nice.
He saw that we had a seat open. He's not coming in though.
Larry is the nicest guy
Thought
ever.
maybe he is great. He's yeah. Anyway, so
So what else has been going on?
I don't know. I'm still in recovery from the weekend.
I bet you are.
Well, I was like sick 3 days leading up to the 5K, and I was like, man, if I wake up Saturday morning, this
you have the
headache.
COVID?
I had well, I guess I could have. I don't know. I had a raging headache, and
Oh yeah, you did. You got it.
yeah. So I was like, if I wake up Saturday morning, this is gonna be a bad deal, and I still have this stinking headache. But that's good. But so I still feel like I'm in recovery mode from that, especially when it's so hot.
Yeah, when you do a big event like that, it takes a couple days to recover.
It does.
You did great. By the way, the vendors were awesome. You had one vendor that we won't say their name. They weren't able to show up. So Lauren calls me and she's like, "Hey,
Hey.
you guys have any more of that pineapple whip up at the church? Could somebody come sell that?" So I show up with a cooler of pineapple whip and become a last minute vendor.
Well, bash. Vendor.
What's Keaton saying?
Oh, hi, Keaton.
We've already Keaton. Come on, man. We've
Keaton,
already announced you as winner.
If you'd have been watching the show on time, you would have seen we announced you as winner.
He just wanted his shirtless picture
We've
on the
just
screen.
taken your medal.
I
We've just
did.
taken your medal.
Yeah.
Keaton, thank you for participating and designing the medals and advertisements for the 5K. It was awesome.
He ran it in under 20 minutes,
It was
having not
18
trained.
I want to say it was 18:55.
Was it just under 19? I was thinking it was just under 20.
I think it was 18:55.
It probably was. You're right. It was just under 19, which is a little slow for Keaton because I've seen the kid run it in 16-something. So
He was probably wearing a shirt.
He was wearing a shirt. It was slowing him down.
Yeah. Ooh, Wildcat Trap dominated at the Kansas State shoot.
Way to get them Kansas boys with guns. That's
right.
awesome.
Pew, pew. Was it hot in Kansas? Probably.
Of course it was hot in
I
Kansas.
stepped out of a car
Summer.
in Salina, Kansas. Is it Salina, Kansas?
Yep, Salina.
I stepped out of a car in Salina, Kansas one time, and it was 103 degrees, and it was like a giant jet engine was blowing heat on me. And I'm like, I don't think I could live in Kansas.
We went to
Not that part of the
We went
state.
to Phoenix last year, and I tell you what, I have never been so uncomfortably hot in my whole life. It was just like every time you walked out, you're like, I want to change my clothes.
Yeah. but it's a dry heat.
Yeah, that's what they tell you. But it's
dry
like,
Yeah.
oh my gosh, it's
still-
horrible.
Still miserable.
So I'm trying the Just Peachy
All right,
summer
so
beverage.
From
okay?
Storytime Coffee
From Story
Company.
Coffee. I'm not going to give too much information about it because I just talked to Aaron.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to find a buddy, I don't know who yet, an unsuspecting person, to come sample all. I think there's 4 new summer flavors.
summer
For an
flavors.
In the Loop episode, I'm going to come.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to get somebody to come sample with me. So if anybody wants to come sample coffee,
I'm
with
excited.
me, let me
So
know.
that has some sweet cream that has been frothed.
There's a lot going on. And
Well,
it's-
you said you didn't want it. You didn't want me to out.
I'm not
the
going to. No,
ingredients.
we're
Okay.
not going to. No,
All right.
because we're going to wait till In the Loop.
Okay.
But I got to
We
figure out
won't-
who's going to come with me.
We won't wreck it. So go to Storytime Coffee Company this week and try the new summer flavors. Tell us what you think.
Oh, it's a beautiful day in Sedgwick, Kansas. Sedgwick, Kansas.
Sedgwick, Kansas, we had the
Skirper.
Rogersville Autonomous Zone Pavilion Bro set up 88 degrees and a cool breeze all day.
Every time Will sets up one of his tents for something when he's over prepared, I show up with something stupid and I'm like, Will, can I borrow gloves, paper towels? And then like at the 5K the other night, I'm like, napkins! Somebody get napkins!
The last minute pineapple whip
Pineapple
vendor
whip
had
guy
napkins for you.
Has napkins.
So
Thanks.
funny.
We appreciate that. And the donation. Thank you for showing up, donating, and providing stuff.
Oh,
Yeah.
wait, here we got one from Chris.
Ooh, she had the cookies and
Oh,
cream drink
yeah.
on Saturday and loved it.
Yeah.
Chris helped volunteer with her mom, and they were a hoot. It was a lot of fun.
If you
They
don't
were
know,
Saturday
if you don't know
night.
Chris, she's a part of the Safe Haven Now crew, and
She's delightful.
Yeah,
Her
they're-
mom's delightful too.
they're great people.
They're fun.
Thanks,
Awesome.
Chris.
So I got to figure out a buddy to come try the beverages with me.
I love it.
When do you want to do it?
Probably in the afternoon on Wednesday or Thursday. I'm
Yeah, I
thinking.
called Michelle.
Ooh, that would be fun.
She'd like that. She'd do
Yes,
that.
that's a good idea.
Michelle's like, I don't have time
Oh,
for
wait.
that, Tom.
Ooh,
Oh,
there's
she's right there.
She did.
Oh, look at that! Look at that!
Yes.
Are you kidding me? See how much we
You
think
are
alike?
in tune,
Like,
man. You should call Michelle
Lord,
as
I would
she's
be happy to
commenting.
see
There is, yeah, because there is no way she typed that at the moment that
I
you
know.
said it.
That was brilliant.
Isn't that awesome?
How long you guys been married? That's a
20 years.
That's a
Yeah.
20-year
20
marriage
years.
type thing.
We've been together
when you
for
share a
only
brain.
6, but yeah, we've been married for 20 years.
Shayna and I are celebrating 23 this Sunday.
Look at you
Coming
guys.
Sunday.
Good
23.
job.
When did you guys start dating?
Well, we dated 2.5 years, so that would have been 95.
That's when we started.
Yeah, the fall of
dating, too.
95.
Fall of 95.
Yeah.
October 21st, 1995.
Doing the
that
math.
was our first date.
Jesse and I will be 13 years.
I saw her across the lawn at Welcome Week at SBU, Southwest Baptist University.
Was it? Her
And
hair
yes,
is-
it was everything slowed down, slow motion.
Was it
the music
really? That's so
started,
cute.
and I looked at my buddy and I said, "I'm gonna date that girl."
Did you really?
I said that, and she says later, "Had I known you said that, you cocky man,
Guy,
you,
fella.
I would have never said yes."
That's why we don't tell you.
That's why we don't say those things. That's guy talk right there.
That's guy talk.
I'm gonna date that girl.
It was similar. Michelle and I, we were at a wedding reception, and it was some friends of ours, mutual friends, and they started playing "Fishing in the Dark" by Nitty Gritty Dirt
Aw,
Band,
that's a good song.
which is one of my favorite songs, and it just happened to be one of Michelle's favorite songs. And she was a little bit younger than me, but anyways, we got up there, we started dancing, and it was like magic. It was like
look at
you know in Back to the Future when George McFly has to dance with
at the fish under the sea dance.
At the under the sea dance. Yeah. And if it hadn't happened, young Samuel and young Cecilia would never be here.
Did the guitar player's
Thank you
hand
for
start to fade away?
clarifying that.
Is that how that works?
What?
I didn't know.
It's magic.
What?
Okay. I thought it was a stork or something like
I'll
that.
save Jesse the embarrassment of the first time him and I met. I love you, babe.
I love you, babe.
I love you. You're my best friend.
Where'd my best friend go? Best friend. I think you just told the story without telling the story.
Yeah.
Oh, it's great. Jesse is awesome, though. He's great. He's the bee's knees. He's my boo.
Awesome. He's my boo.
He's my boo.
Hey there.
Lost the weight.
Oh, Shanda. Shanda's my buddy. Shanda is a new Rogersville resident.
Well, welcome to town.
Cool.
She is. She's moved to greener pastures from Springfield.
From Springfield, yeah.
So welcome, Shandiggity.
Shandiggity, awesome. Wow. Brand
Shanda's
new to town and
she's
has
been
a
one
name.
of my buddies forever.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, forever,
Okay.
forever, ever. So she's cool. She's a NICU nurse, so she has a very stressful, awesome job.
And that's
That's
a
awesome.
cool last name, too.
Yeah.
Postaway.
It's a cool
Post
job.
away.
Is it
Shanda,
Post-away.
my boys were in the NICU for 5 weeks. They were 7 weeks early, my twins. So, yeah. So thank you, NICU nurses, for what you do.
Special.
Oh, it's incredible.
Yep.
Talk about knowing their stuff in a high stress
High
situation
stress.
with parents that are high stress to the max.
Highs and lows.
Yeah, craziness.
She's a wonderful addition to Rogersville. I keep, as a realtor, it's great because I'm like, oh, you want to buy a house? You should buy one in Rogersville. Jared and I call it stacking the deck. We keep moving good people here.
Yeah.
Like, we just keep, there you go.
No,
Come
yeah.
here.
I got a family. So we coached this young man. Of course, I've coached soccer for years. And so there's a huge group in this one class of kids. They're all amazing soccer players. And I keep talking to this family, like, you have to get a house out here in the next 2 years.
You have to.
So,
You have to.
They're seriously considering. So the problem is, as you know, inventory is pretty low.
There's just not one to find.
Yeah, a friend of mine posted, a listing by owner.
Mm-hmm.
And he had in like 2 days 170 comments.
It was crazy. I
Did
saw
you know
that.
You know what I'm talking about?
I know exactly what you're talking about.
And I
Yep.
mean, wow.
Yep.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So
It's
that'll be
crazy.
Yeah, that'll be fun for them.
Yeah, that's a lot. I kept thinking as I saw the comments, I'm like, oh, he's fielding a lot of messages
Yeah.
from a lot of people who probably can't afford that house.
Uh-huh.
That's what I was thinking.
No, yeah, that's exactly right.
Because seriously, that is true. I mean, especially on those acreage properties, prices have gone up a lot. And I mean, you're just normal buyers not buying, over $400,000 right now.
Right.
But so I think our average home sale is around 180. It's probably gone up.
in Rog.
Really?
Not in Rogersville, in this area.
In this area,
Yeah.
okay.
The average home sale is like, last time I looked at the number, I think it was 180,000.
I'm just very blessed that we got it over in February.
Meow.
Yeah.
Lauren, JR, with
Reese Nichols.
Reese Nichols.
Reese Nichols.
Reese Nichols.
Reese Nichols.
Reese Nichols.
Oh, as you're throwing that out there, I'm also seeing we don't have the little icons up here in the.
Oh, wait, there's a button.
We
on
did
there.
everything exactly the way that we're supposed to.
There's
Yeah.
a button up here for it, but I don't know what it is.
See what happens when we don't have our resident nerd with us.
There
they are.
is.
Hey.
There they are. Resource Center,
Yeah.
Sportslands pickup covers.
Okay, I would
Tough
like to
Farms.
note for our resident
Worsham.
nerd that is the old
Nerdy
logo.
law form.
He is not up to date on his logo.
Oh, this one right here?
No, the K-ROG one.
Oh yeah,
It's the old logo.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
So
We got to work. Hey,
Mr.
Will,
Will's
since you're
not
taking the
perfect.
day off, could you get all of our K-ROG logos
That's
synced up?
right. We need to get
Yeah,
that.
could you work on that? He's like, I hate you guys.
Welcome to this week's episode, Trash Will.
Yeah, let's just crap on Will while he's not here.
Just let him have it.
I
This is
like
what
the
happens.
old logo.
Is this what you guys do to
He's
me
like,
when I'm
it's
gone?
very intentional.
And we like it that way.
Wow.
See, he's always the grumpy old man, even when he's not with us.
He wears that badge so proudly.
The grumpy old man badge?
Yeah.
He's been living his whole life for this season of life.
I've never seen somebody so excited to turn 50.
I know, right? I'm old.
Kix Nelson
Yeah,
turned
speaking of
40
old people.
40.
the other day. Yeah, we went out to what is the name of that?
Creedstown Ranch.
Yes, that was really cool.
Super sweet people. Jenny and Jason are fun.
Yeah, we went out there and they have. Oh my gosh, it was fun. We had a ton of fun. Me and the Baker clan got in the side by side because it's only about 1.5 miles from our house, and we drove
the
down.
ATV.
Drove the ATV down there. So we really showed our Rogersville isness.
Whoa.
Somebody's texting.
I had my.
Yeah. We're all.
Yeah, so happy birthday.
Yeah,
I
happy
think
birthday,
it's his
Kix.
birthday today. I think maybe
40.
his actual birthday
I want to say
today.
it's today. Yeah.
Man,
Happy
40,
birthday, Kix.
40 just sounds so young.
Man, I wish I was 40.
I know.
Again.
I'm turning 45 here in a couple weeks.
I'd beat up a couple people to be 40 years old again. How old are you, Lauren?
37.
You're not supposed to ask a woman how old their age
I don't
is.
She didn't even hesitate, though.
I don't
didn't
care.
care.
I mean,
She knows she's the youngest in the room.
Yeah,
She's
I'm a
like,
spring
She's 30.
chicken.
You said 33?
37.
You're 37.
I wish.
well played there, Tom. I see what you did.
Yeah.
Lauren, I hate to say it. I don't hate to say it. You look younger than 37.
A lot of people say that I look like just like I did in high school, which I've looked back at pictures and I don't look just like I did in high school. But
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know.
Well, I tell my children all the time because they look young for their age. You know, and I'm like, listen, it's a blessing later in life.
Later
you know.
in life, that's all right.
You're going to walk into your 10, 20-year reunion and feel pretty
We were.
good.
I don't know which one of your boys because I can't tell the difference because I'm not around
Just
them
remember,
enough. So
I
I
know all the
apologize.
passwords.
But
Is that a threat?
right the day that I picked up Evie, we came over here and I took her in to get some chocolate milk at Story, and I ran into one of your boys, and somehow he heard us talking about her going into second grade and that her teacher was Mrs. Blumenkamp. I believe that's how you
Jody.
say it. And he's like, "Hey, I had her as a teacher." I'm like, "Oh yeah, did
That
you
would have
like
been
her?"
Sage.
Okay. I was like, "Did you like her?" And he's like, "I was in second grade. I don't remember."
That was definitely Sage.
I was like, "Say."
And yes, Mrs. Blumenkamp, he loved you. He
I should
absolutely
have been
adored you.
like, I would be like, "Dude, just say she's amazing." I get. That was so funny.
yeah, that's
He
so,
was really
that's so
nice
him.
though. That's Sage. Okay,
Yep.
I'm still not gonna be able to tell him.
I look back, Lauren, and we looked like babies in high
Yeah,
school.
the high schoolers today versus the high schoolers when Shanda and I were in high school. When you guys were in high school, that's a different deal. Have you seen those like side by side memes right now where it's like middle schoolers and let's say 1990 versus middle schoolers in 2020?
They look like children now. They look
2020,
like
yeah.
adults.
Yes, it's a big difference. I mean, we were rocking like, my go-to outfit was a Hard Rock Cafe T-shirt.
Oh
and,
yeah.
and
What
Lee
city?
jeans.
What city?
I had several that
Yeah.
I never went to.
You never went. People bring them to
My
you though.
parents would bring me some.
That was such a funny phenomena in the 80s and 90s. Was that?
Yeah.
That was a gift. Oh, we went to L.A.
Rock
Here's
Cafe.
a Hard Rock.
I never
LA.
got one.
I had we'll get you one, bud.
I never
we'll get you
had.
one.
We'll get you one. It's
Hard Rock
okay.
We'll get you one,
I got
guy.
a Fred's Catfish.
We'll get you.
Mountain Home.
We'll get you a friendship
Arkansas.
bracelet too.
Oh, sweet. Can we have friendship bracelets?
We need to go back. I mean, that was
know.
good money. Did you guys have a bracelet business and
I had an
blow
eraser.
pop? Blow pop.
Eraser business. Was
business?
mine. Yeah.
Yeah, I was
Erasers.
selling blow pops and
We used to break a lot of them.
Blow
the-
pops.
Yeah, the friendship bracelets.
Oh.
You went up and broke
Why
them.
would you break a blow pop?
They're so delicious.
I know.
Strawberry.
I don't want
That
that.
guy's a jerk. He breaks everybody's blow pops.
Now you can't enjoy the gum center.
So did you get all the way through the blow pop to the gum? Because I always enjoyed
to-
crunching it just at the last moment
last
where you get a little bit of that
crunch.
crunchy in your gum.
That's the best part of the blow pop
Okay.
is the crunch.
Yeah.
Jason says, "Yay, friendship bracelets."
Yeah, right,
Let's
Jason.
have a friendship bracelet making night.
Let's do it. I can weave those things up.
Do you like safety pin them to your jeans? Is that how we used to do it? Is that the same thing?
Well, they did have that, yeah, where you
would
take
braid
the
it
Yep.
off your jeans.
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I never saw that.
Uh-huh.
So you
That
get
didn't
it-
make its way down to
You just
Texas
get, like, a
County,
little
that method.
We had
safety
it.
pin, and you'd safety pin it to your
And
jeans.
you'd
You'd sit there in
and
class and
braid
just
it,
start
yeah.
braiding that thing.
Yeah.
Man,
Those were the good old days.
good old
So
days.
K-ROG. And now they're like,
And kids are like, "What did
will
you do when you
hold
didn't
my
have a phone?"
iPhone
Yeah.
while I perm my. They don't perm their hair. Actually, boys did. That was a big thing like
Boys,
a year ago.
yeah.
Was guys perming their hair.
Oh, perming their mullets.
Because of Mahomes.
Oh, Mahomes. Yeah.
Mahomes.
No.
Yeah.
No.
He says no.
No.
Did you ever have a braided or a perm mullet?
Did you guys have rat tails?
Me?
Yeah. I mean, I had a mullet.
I don't need to perm my mullet. Mine will just curl out.
My mullet was it was a
all
butt
natural.
cut feathered, like the feathered
butt cut.
Yeah. You got it feathered back, and then I'd take a curling brush because one side naturally flipped out and the other side flipped in on my mullet, so I'd take a curling brush with a hairdryer to get them both to flip out in the back.
You had a mullet?
Heck yeah, I had a mullet.
Have you hit every hair trend?
I'm a child of the 80s.
Have you hit every hair trend as
Pretty
the
much.
decades of your life? So you've always been a hair guy.
Yeah, to
Has
some
it
degree.
always been a thing?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
I wouldn't have pegged you for a mullet.
Oh, yeah, but it was like the thing. I mean, whatever was in it.
But no
I had
rat
it.
tail.
No, never did the rat tail.
That's good.
My parents drew the line there.
I mean, that's fair.
But I never permed my mullet.
I don't know if I was going to check and see if I had any of my mullet.
So it seemed like the mullet was making a comeback. What's the hairstyle now for the men folk? I don't even know.
I don't know.
And that's the thing with trends. Trends nowadays go so fast.
They go fast.
Back when we were in high school, it was Guess jeans for 4 years.
Yeah.
I never had a pair of Guess jeans.
I never had it. Well,
I wanted them real bad.
I got a pair of Guess jeans when I got in the Navy because I thought, I'm making a paycheck now, so I want to buy a pair of Guess jeans. And I got beat up. Look at that dude wearing Guess jeans.
That's funny.
What do you think, you're a supermodel?
Go get your Wranglers on, Yeah.
Yeah, no, I had Lee jeans.
You were a decade late to the party.
I was.
That is so
Showing
funny.
up.
And they looked horrible on
But
me.
they had that triangle on
You
the back.
guys were out of school when the Jinko jeans were a thing.
Jinko jeans. I don't remember what that is.
Those are those ones that the width was super wide. Super
Well,
wide.
so that was a part of the
probably
90s grunge.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
so I
you
just
guys
didn't know
were
that they were called that. We were, I definitely towards my senior year of high school was pretty grungy.
dabbled?
So yeah, it was.
Dabbled?
Yeah, everything was big. Big, wide jeans and then flannels.
Jinko
21-year-old
jeans were
has a
crazy wide, though. They look like clown pants.
Oh yeah, okay, I remember that. But it was like an oversized T-shirt and then a really big flannel over the top of it.
Or you had the what was
Like you're Eddie Vedder.
The what do they call it? Like the loose knit sweaters that look like a gunny sack.
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
droopy.
Yeah.
Smelled like Tommy Hilfiger cologne. Still, when I get a waft of that, I'm like, oh, it's the 90s.
It's the 90s. That's it.
The
My
90s just
sister is a
floated
high
by.
school teacher and said that Mahomes' perm was painful to watch the boys try to
Yes. Because, that's a distinct
bet it
thing.
was.
Like, you show up at school Monday morning and you've transformed.
Yeah, that's not
perm.
very subtle.
Yeah.
So I was at an Offspring concert.
Way.
I love Offspring.
That's awesome.
I love it.
This mosh pit ensued in the middle of the dance floor. And I had on one of those loose knit sweaters, and this young
They
kid,
get snagged.
this young kid comes flying across the thing, and he just face plants right into me. Well, I grabbed him and shoved him off, and as he was going across the dance floor, he grabbed his face like this,
tooth.
and he pulled his... No, it was his lip.
Oh,
He had a lip ring right there, and I looked down, and it was on my sweater, and I pulled it off and threw it back at him. I was like, there it is, dude.
here's your lip ring, bro.
Ripped it right out
Oh,
of his
that's
lip.
so painful.
Oh, my God.
That's Carmex for weeks.
That's why you don't go to Offspring concerts. Yeah.
I hate Carmen.
You mentioned the 90s. That's all I smell Hilfiger and Carmex.
That was a simpler time.
Yeah,
It
clearly.
was. Oh, man.
Dave Matthews
Oh
Band.
man, that makes my lip hurt.
There's a crazy story. So the Blue Note up in Columbia, we used to go there all the time. Like we would just show up in the middle of the night and go to the Blue Note. One night we were there, and we just decided to walk in, and we heard this band playing inside there. We go in, and it was like they had this fiddle player up there, and the guys were just jamming, and it was really cool. And this was I want to say this was 90. This was probably 94 or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
94,
You were barely old
95.
enough to get in then.
Yeah, I just was. Yeah.
You had to be 18.
I might have had a fake idea.
Yeah, I was well, you were.
Anyways, got in there and we watched them, and it was this was awesome. And it was 2 years later, they had hit big time, and Dave Matthews Band was really big. I was like, wow, we saw those guys before they were even anything.
That's cool.
That is cool.
Let's see, Dave Matthews. Oh,
She's
wait, here
one
we
of her
go.
faves.
Yeah, bringing it back.
I'm sure
Oh
it
yeah.
is.
I still remember.
Not a Dave Matthews fan.
Well, how good they were in concert.
They are good. I appreciate them.
A testament to me remembering
They're
that
awesome.
night when I saw them. I was like, "Holy crap, these guys are really good!" And
They are really
were
good.
awesome.
They're really. I don't diss their talent.
That was when they were still doing like concert circuits, and they were going around all the college circuits.
But like, and when we were all in school, the trends would happen on the coasts.
Yeah.
And then 7 years later,
7 to 10 years later,
reached into the Midwest. Yeah. I know. I'm sorry. I know. Shannon, I'm going to text you here in a little bit.
I've got a response for you.
And I think about that a lot because now it's instant. You know, they're
Yes,
far more in
there's
line
no
with not just the
trend.
coast, but the world.
There's
you
no
know?
trend leeching.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know where the trends start now. Maybe Dubai.
Yeah, probably. No, I mean,
probably. I watched a
think
video
about-
from Dubai the other day of just Lamborghinis in the streets, and I'm like, what in the crap? Talk about different parts of the world being different.
yeah,
Oh,
but
yeah.
it's losing, and sadly, it's losing its value, and the differences in culture.
Shannon's
So
gonna fight me. Shannon, we'd never fight.
I will throw.
I know your
hands.
weakness. It's your ankles. I've seen Shannon
Well-
fall so many times.
Lauren's weaknesses are shins. So
Yeah,
just
or don't-
FYI.
Don't hit me with shins. No, but there's no leeching of the trends anymore. So they just happen, and then everyone sees them, and then replicates them, and then a new trend happens. I think it's probably whatever one of those Kardashians wears.
Well, Shane and I have been bemoaning that essentially the 90s are coming back. Like
They are.
the mom jeans that are straight,
Yep.
and it just pretty much anything we wore in the 90s is
It's
kind
back.
of in
It's
now.
back right now. Every trend comes back. I know I've been seeing several moms that are in the range of, I'd say, 35 to 45, making comments of shopping with their daughters about, Lacey Haynes is one of them. Lacey's like, don't mention me on K-ROG. Lacey's awesome. Lacey has been posting some pictures of the clothes, and it's like, yep. It looks like something you'd buy at a garage sale in 98.
I mean, on the upside, it's not as revealing, so that's nice. It's like, cool, the 90s, you're just covered up.
Yeah, that is kind
so-
of nice. And it's not like
Well,
super unachievable trend.
the '90s was always like you were dressing like you were going on a camping trip.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
You know, and I fully embraced it, and I still do that.
Still do it.
And you never left.
Never left.
So my thing was, you know, between the Birkenstocks with wool socks, with my grungy jeans and flannel, but the other thing was the hiking boots. So I had a pair of Vast
I did too.
Sundowners. I spent a ton of money on this. They lasted like 20 years.
Oh yeah.
Finally got rid of them a couple of years ago.
I had an
yeah.
old pair of Merrills that
Oh, yeah?
I think I bought in 1996, and they just like rolled craps a few years ago.
Drew's bringing it way back to JTA, Jive Turkey Association.
Jive Turkey.
Yep, there's some Jive Turkeys. Drew and I went to school together, probably forever too, probably since kindergarten.
You know, Jive Turkey's one of those
hey Drew, good
terms
to see you,
that's
bud.
gone away.
I don't know what it is.
You know
Enlighten
what
me.
a Jive Turkey?
Jive Turkey, man.
Jive Turkey.
You Jive cat.
Chris Ballard's a Jive Turkey.
You're cat daddy.
What in the world? How did I miss this?
I don't know.
What's that from? Jive Turkey. What's
I
that
like to
from?
think
I
of
have no
myself
idea.
as somewhat of a pop culture expert.
It is a pop culture reference. I can't remember what it was
Jive
from.
Turkey.
I don't
Jive
remember
Turkey.
this.
It's just me.
Is that like an
Oh,
in living
wait.
color kind of thing?
It might be Starsky and Hutch.
Could be.
It might be Starsky
Could
and
be.
Hutch. Let me see.
Little Google
I was
search.
the squirrel master.
You
Drew's
guys
right.
Talk amongst
Talk
yourselves.
amongst yourselves.
Walk amongst yourself.
Let's see if I got that one.
Hopefully, it's not something that's become unpolitically correct.
I know, yeah. That's the frightening thing. I
Well,
know
you
I've
gotta
talked
be
about it
careful.
before, but yeah, my kids have corrected me like, Dad, you can't say that. I'm like, what?
What? I know. I said
That's
something.
not what it used to mean.
I
So
said something.
Jive Turkey was a 1974 blaxploitation crime film.
Oh, it was an actual title of a film.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So, but that with pop culture, those things morph. So where
Yeah.
that did it
I
go
think
from
it's-
there
I think
to
it's fine. Somebody.
Let's see what Jive Turkey means.
say go to Urban
A
Dictionary?
jive turkey is someone who is unreliable, makes exaggerations or empty promises, or who is otherwise dishonest.
I don't think that's the definition that we used of it.
Yeah.
I'd like a new definition.
But
of
isn't
jive
that funny?
turkey.
I mean, they morph. It becomes something else.
Yeah, I said a term the other day. No, this has been like a year ago, and I'm like, I didn't know That was okay. I was
It
not
says
educated.
jive turkey was a derogatory slang word in African American vernacular. Whoops. Sorry. Beep.
Sorry.
Beep.
Can we back away from this conversation?
It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
We mean no harm. I would also like to note, let's just reduce the amount of high school shenanigans put on the screen in K-ROG.
Yeah.
Shanda and Drew.
Hey, it's fine because it's your high school, not mine.
I know. Let's
I
get
feel
some of
totally
you guys
safe
high
here.
school. I feel safe. I love you guys though. That's awesome. I had lots of cool people in school. My class was like 90. Oh geez, that person's
Amber alert.
calling me.
Okay.
Holy moly. No, we had lots of back away slowly. That's right. Back away. No, my class was 90 is what I graduated. That's a fun size because you know every single
90
person.
people, not the year 90, because that's where my mind went. Okay.
I think we had like 360.
90 people graduated in my class, and we all knew each other.
187
It was fun.
in my
187?
class, yeah.
I was just a speck on the wall
Yeah.
with 360. It was
We
like,
literally,
liked it
our
that way.
shirt had everyone
yeah.
listed on the back. I still don't know that shirt. We had everybody's names on the back of our graduation shirt.
It's in your mom's closet somewhere.
I doubt it. My mom doesn't save
She
stuff
throws
like
stuff
that.
away.
She saves weird stuff that I don't want, and then sends it home with my children to my house. I'm like, I don't want this, Mom. I'm not bitter about it.
I don't want it, Mom.
What do we got coming up this week? Anything big and bad in Rogersville this week?
Don't put that comment up there.
Oh, she was insistent. And Tom, you guys can't see this on the screen, but he had it there and was like, okay, I'm back. We'll just not hit send.
I am
funny. Now I'm
also
trying to
glad,
read it in the
Shanda, we
small.
didn't have social media.
Oh,
Yes.
goodness
Yeah.
gracious,
I am
yes.
No,
Amen
you
to that.
can put that comment up there. I'm
Did you
really
misread
glad.
that?
No, I was just teasing. I said the other day, I cannot imagine navigating middle school and high school with social media.
No.
It's bad enough with Polaroids and 24-hour developed photos.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
social media where I can't, these kids got to go through a lot.
We kept it from our kids. My daughter still didn't have it, and my boys
Good.
didn't get it until they were seniors.
Yeah, neither
That's
one of
good.
Juniors. Yeah, but even then, anyway, I
'Cause
won't
it's
embarrass my
toxic.
kids. But yeah, there's no way that I could have handled it. I couldn't handle social anything,
Texting.
let alone
Just
social
texting
media.
alone. I mean, it's so weird. It's just
Yeah.
weird to me.
Yep.
Slapchat, all that stuff.
Well, I mean, I remember
think
I remember making
think it's
email
Snapchat.
mistakes when it first came out. Like,
Oh yeah.
you don't resolve conflict through email. It's like, you do it once and go, oh, I think I need to rethink this. We need to have a face to face.
You do it the right way.
Yeah.
You write it on a piece of paper and pass it to the desk behind
Right.
you.
That was our
With
social
the
media.
circle, yes or no.
Yeah.
Well, and I mean, the bad thing is like 99.9% of conversation is tone.
Right.
Yes.
And when you text, you have no tone, and it's like I can't tell if they're mad at me.
It's tone, it's
Yeah.
facial expressions,
Yeah.
all the nonverbals.
There's a lot of assumptions that are taken. I do that too. I'm like, oh, that person's being a jerk. And then I talk to them like, oh, they weren't.
Well, in the note that was passed when we
They
were
just didn't
kids,
put a comma in there.
Yeah.
our notes got washed and they were gone. Like you pick them out of the dryer lint trap, and so they're gone. Like today, you say something, there's a screenshot, and it's there forever.
That's the stuff Lauren's mom saved. Was all the old
The old notes,
No, my mom never got those notes.
a box full of yes, no, and maybes.
Yes.
I didn't have a cell phone
man.
until I got my license, and I was known that it was for
Calling
my
your parents when you were in town. Yep.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm of the age that we all, or not all of us, half or so, got the Nokia cell phones that had a minute plan.
it had Snake on it.
And texting, those things you could not
T9
break them.
texting.
I slammed one in my trunk one time, and it was totally fine.
Yeah,
And,
there's probably one on the bottom of Table Rock Lake you could get
Oh,
today.
there's
and still
800
use.
of those
Yeah,
at the
but they
bottom
could
of
still
Table
use,
Rock Lake. Yeah, it'd still work.
or they're being used as an anchor.
Yes.
I want to say I was 27 years old before I got a cell phone.
I was 25, 26.
And I was probably almost 40 years old before I texted. I did not like text when it came out. Of course, that was when you had to pay like a dime.
It was like 10
it.
cents
It was
for a
10
text.
cents a
I remember
yeah.
that. Because you'd get a text and be like, whoa,
What a ripoff
don't
that
text
was.
me.
Why would that be 10 cents? I'm sure there's a reason.
I
not
don't
a good
know.
one.
It was weird.
Well, guys, we're
Yeah.
at the 40-minute mark.
All right. Well, we've
And,
waffled enough.
We got one more.
To answer your question, though, Tom,
Receive and send. Yeah, it was like, don't text
Yeah,
me. My mom's
yeah,
gonna get
yeah.
me in trouble on my phone plan.
I don't know of anything coming up.
have
We
no
are
idea.
not doing the July 1st Friday.
No
We've
July 1st
canceled that.
Friday?
Yeah.
Why?
So, well, I have this thing. So if the people who normally man those big events that you do, if they're saying I can't be there, nobody's going to be there. So
That's a good
yeah.
point.
So it was going to be a headache for a couple of us to pull it off and just say, you know
Yeah.
what, we're going to wait till August and we'll take July off.
It was interesting because when I talked to CJ and Amanda with Act Now, who did our race, I tried to do something on my phone. Now it's all messed up. I'm looking at my calendar. They were saying that their 5K numbers and stuff were kind of down because they felt like a lot of people were traveling because COVID stuff is open, whatever.
This month, everybody's doing vacation.
Yes. Yeah. And the traffic on 60, like you can tell that's vacation traffic. You know, they're yelling at each other and they're hauling something like a boat or a whatever.
Camper.
Yeah, some guy told me I was number one the other day as he passed by.
You are number one.
You're
right?
his favorite, huh? Yeah.
So July 10th,
He was pointing at a guy.
Yeah.
July 10th, we are having a farmer's market. That is happening
July
July 10th.
Nice.
Yes. Our first farmer's market of the season.
Oh, that's going to be a busy day.
It's going to be a busy day.
That's going to be fun. I can't wait.
I'm excited. The story's going to be there.
When are
We're
the
all gonna be there.
fireworks?
Oh, it is at the
July
park.
3rd.
No.
I thought it was Saturday the 3rd.
Nope. It's the 26th. It's always the weekend.
Before.
Are you talking about the city of Rogersville?
Yeah, yeah.
It's always the weekend before. It's the 26th.
Okay.
So
Okay.
next
Which is
weekend.
crap. That's less than 2 weeks away.
That's
It's
coming up.
next weekend, yeah.
Holy guacamole.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. You know what? And that's the thing. The summer is going to go by fast.
Yes.
Super duper fast.
It already is.
I think because of the temperature that we had for as long as we had it, the rain and that kind of stuff.
Cooler weather.
And then all of a sudden, it's 95
summer.
degrees outside. And now we're like, oh, okay, let's go cram all this stuff in. So,
Yep.
Trapped.
yep. And we got to cut grass still.
I got to do that.
Yeah, the
today.
grass is still growing. We
Grass
haven't
still grows.
we haven't reached the drought. Grass stops growing.
Grass is
level.
going to grow like crazy now with all the rain we've had.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like 2 inches on a
Yeah.
Friday night. Who'd thunk it?
Who'd have thunk it?
Who would have thought? Well, all right, guys.
All
Sending
right.
good,
Thanks for hanging
good
with
vibes
us.
out to Will today.
Will.
Sorry we failed you on the technology front.
Yeah, we missed
do
two.
better.
We missed two things.
We did pretty good though.
We'll fix them.
I mean, we're here,
We
and
waffled.
I'm just gonna say we had a lot of viewers without those things. Will
Yeah.
Well, we
true.
love you,
we do? We love you, bud.
Mr. Smell.
Iceman.
All right.
Is it Tommy Hilfiger?
It's Tommy. It's Polo.
Thanks for listening to us randomly
Old English.
jabber today, people.
Are we supposed to hit a button to get out of
I
this?
don't
How do
know.
we get? Will, message us. How do we get out of here?
All right.
Finish?
Where's the ending waffle?
Hit that.
Hit the end waffle.
Bye-bye.